Hey, record. What the hell?
What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm looking at what the hell I can't see you now.
You
Yeah,
can see me?
yeah, I can see you. No.
Or shoot, we supposed to have a guest on, don't right?
Yeah.
You don't send it to him. I was just finna say, we trying to get you. What's going on, big man? Can you hear? I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear us or not. I don't hear you though. It says connecting to audio.
Mhm.
We're trying to get Marlon's visual going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What the hell going
Okay.
on?
Can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right,
Yeah,
what's up? What's up?
what's going on, big man? We're trying to get Marlon's visual going. Marlon, let me see. You have the I'm trying to see why.
Yeah. Hold on. What the hell going on, man? This shit ain't never happened. Oh,
Bruh.
look.
You gotta cut your webcam on.
Yeah.
I never cut bitch off. What the
You
hell?
see you see where it says recording or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They got some technical difficulties.
Having a good difficult. Ain't there some shit here? Hell no. Oh, God. Some BS here.
Hey, you have to be the Wizard of Oz at night.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see. The only thing I can think to do, Marlon, is say you to look in recording options or something like that. I don't know why
I
you
know. I
showing.
know.
You
Yeah.
got them little three dots to the top right hand corner.
Yeah.
All right, click on that and see if you see something that I don't see nothing on mine
I
except
don't
for
know. Hey, man. Yeah, yeah. Y'all go ahead and start it and let me try to get it. Ain't this some shit?
Bruh.
okay. So what's going
My
on,
bad,
man?
bro. Yeah, this
Are
shit
you
ain't
good?
never happened this.
You good, bro?
Okay.
We're gonna put Marlon in the headlock, double team him. But hey, my name is Lummy, man. It's Marlon, man. Welcome to the Lumar Show. Glad to have you on the show. The type of platform we provide to our guests is that basically we give them the platform to explain themselves, whatever they care to share. No pressure on anything, and basically it's like you basically reflecting. Well, from what I've been experiencing, just reflecting on your journey, man. Like from start to where you are now basically, and what you got going on. So for everybody that may not know who you are and what you represent, let them know who you are.
Well, I am yours oh so truly, Mr. Kind of a Big Deal, the gracious gift, the man of many names, your man's Izaiah Zane. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and yeah, I'm a professional wrestler. I just made 2 years into my career, so I'm still a baby in the business, but I feel like I've done a decent amount to start, but got a long way to go and a long career ahead of me. So yeah.
Yes sir, yes sir. And for the fans, like, what was your like inspiration into getting into wrestling? Were you into like other sports in high school, or was it just like what was it?
In high school, I played. Oh shoot, what happened? And in
He
high
probably
school,
gonna
I
try to
played
come back on.
basketball. I played a little bit of soccer.
Mhm.
Uh, I played baseball when I was younger, but I never did any wrestling. I didn't do amateur wrestling. Honestly, when I first started, when I was in high school, I used to hate amateur wrestling. I used to think it was like dumb, like I didn't understand it all, and I used to look at all these amateur wrestlers as like the dumb jocks or whatever who thought they were better than everybody else. But then I actually learned to love amateur wrestling, and I'm actually training to do amateur wrestling right now with my brother Alan Russell. Like he's helping me out a lot right now, so I'm trying to incorporate that into my pro wrestling. But like, where did the inspiration come from? Like, I just started watching wrestling when I was 13 years old, and the first wrestler I ever saw besides John Cena was Kofi Kingston, and like I
Mhm.
just gravitated towards him. Like he was my favorite wrestler, like with the boom 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 stuff, all that. Like I thought that was so cool as a 13-year-old kid, and like I was like the biggest fan for him, and like he was like a smaller guy too, and I've got compared to him a lot. So I just, I guess took a little bit of things from him and just made it my own. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
All right. And was like, so was there anything that struck you like to say, because I know a lot of times, like, you know, when people try stuff for like the first time and you may not be as good as you think you are, or you may end up being great at it. Was there any point in your time when you first started wrestling that gave you like an obstacle basically in your career at the beginning? Was there any like
Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, it was hard. Like I started training at a local school in Louisiana, and like there was challenges and obstacles. Like they were really hard on us. And like at first, like I was thinking like I never thought it wasn't for me. I always knew I could succeed in anything I put my mind to. But
right?
at first I was wondering like, oh, I don't know if I can hang with these people because everybody was so much stronger than me. And when I first started in the wrestling business, I was like 155 pounds, scrawny. I was really small. Now I'm like 185. I put some muscle on me. Like I got to tone up, of course, but my really only challenge in the beginning was just my size. Like I was smaller than everybody. So like all the hits that I took and everything and all the beatings and bumps, like it would hurt more than it did now because I was so light and I was so
Right.
small. But other than that, I mean, I was a smaller guy, but I had more heart than anybody in that school, which is why I succeeded and which is why I am where I am today.
Do you what did you change? Did you change something in like your nutrition, like the way you ate, or was it like how you worked out, or
Yeah,
like
I just
well
started eating a
what you're
lot
doing
more.
so
Like
far? Because go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, you good. Like I just started to eat a lot more. Like when I first started, I was only eating like one meal a day, and like I
Mm-hmm.
was like really, really light. And then I got a nutritionist. Her name was Tori. Like she like helped me out a lot, and she gave me like all these meals to eat in one day. And I started having like 230 grams of protein a day with like meal. I was doing meal preps like ground beef, lean turkey, potatoes, eggs, all that stuff. And I started to put on some muscle, and like I gained some fat with it, of course, because I was bulking really hard. So like
Mm-hmm.
now I'm in the stage where I'm like cutting right now. So I'm trying to like tone up. But that's basically it. I was just lifting weights like crazy, and which is why I went from 155 to 185.
So at this point of time, like how often do you travel? Like as far as like to your events and stuff? Is
Well,
it
right
like
now we usually wrestling like 1 to 2 days a weekend, like either Friday or Saturday or Saturday or Sunday. But
okay,
Monday through Friday is usually like the time we're off. So we're
okay,
just, eating. I'm just eating, eating healthy as much as I can, working out, going to training whenever I can. It's hard right now because my training school was actually closed down. So we had to find a new ring to train at. So it's a little more difficult right now.
all
But
right.
other than that, we wrestle like 1 or 2 days a weekend.
But shoot, you still got the recipe. You know how to meal prep. So
Oh, yeah, for sure.
once you start to get busy and stuff, and pick up a lot of days and shows and stuff, you'll still know how to keep intact. That's a good thing.
Of
Um,
course.
what's some of the like stuff you eat, like chicken and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, just like I have like a cheat day like once a week right now. I gotta eat a little healthier though. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. It is hard on the road because like the only thing
Right,
healthy
that's
on
what
the
I was
road
getting
is
to.
like the only thing healthy on the road is like Chipotle, but that's like $25 a bowl. And when you're traveling on the road, you're trying to save money for gas, you're getting paid for
Definitely,
your shows, you're trying to earn money while we're on the indie scene. We're not signed yet,
definitely,
you know what I mean? So we're not
definitely.
making the crazy amount of money yet, but I try to eat healthy as much as I can on the road. So yeah.
And see, that's the whole point. Like I feel like with our show, like if we have like wrestling promoters that watch our show, they can actually like feel the passion of the people that we have on, man. Cause it's not just these people show up. Like, for example, you have your average fan that may come to a show and come to see you perform and not know the back end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I got
this guy is actually like, you know what I'm saying, making it
you. Yeah.
happen
Mm-hmm.
in better terms, so I always like to try to get that out of our guests and stuff. So if like I said, promoters watching that, they can see that and respect the game when they booking you.
Of course, I feel you. Feel.
So how was it when you took your like first bump? Because this is a question that Marlon normally asks, but
Yeah.
like your first bump, how was that?
All right, so this is gonna sound cocky. Like most people say when they take their first bump, it's like an eye-opening experience. I don't know if I just got lucky. I don't know if the ring was soft that day or what, but it honestly wasn't. It honestly wasn't as crazy as I thought it was. Now, when I first did do bumps, I was terrible at them. I couldn't land flat at all. But it honestly didn't hurt as much as I thought it was. Who knows? Maybe I wasn't doing it right. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But personally, I felt it wasn't that bad, and I caught on to bumps pretty quickly, I would say. So it wasn't as bad as everyone makes out to be, this crazy, life-changing experience when their back hits the wood and everything. Like, to me, it wasn't actually that bad, but I feel nowadays the bumps hurt a lot more now that, start to do them constantly.
You would think, but you think maybe probably you were relaxed at the time. Think it probably had something to do as far
Actually,
as
I was
like your
really
body wise.
nervous. I was actually really
Wow.
nervous. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I don't know what happened.
Well, hey, they say you perform your best when you're nervous, man. So, hey, that's why they say also they say don't get comfortable, and I think that's the main reason. Let's see if we get them on this time.
Okay.
Marlo, there we
Finally,
got him
finally,
on. We
finally.
got him on.
What's up? What's up?
Just to catch you up, we was talking about his background from from high school until now. I just asked him about the question you normally ask about the first bump, so that's what we just got through talking about.
All right.
The
And
first
what was
bump.
his answer?
He said, "Oh, you go ahead. You explain to him again. We got time."
Well, honestly, bro, the first bump wasn't that bad. It was honestly really easy. I know that sounds cocky, like most people say it's like a crazy life-changing, eye-opening experience. Like, oh, that bump really hurt. I don't know if I was just, like I said, if the ring was just soft that day or what, but honestly, I feel the bump wasn't that hard. But I will say the bumps hurt a lot more nowadays. So yeah.
Oh no. See, you sound cocky to me because the first time I tried, the first time I tried it, that's when I knew I didn't want to do it.
Oh no.
I took one bump and I was like, hell no, I'm not fucking with this here. I mean, I love wrestling, but
It's not for everybody.
at that moment, I had said to myself, you know what? Now I got so much respect for what y'all do.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because y'all got to do that every night.
Oh yeah, I mean it hurts. It hurts. Trust me, my back is like 82 years old. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, Marlon, and we was talking about as far as his weight gain and with that too, and his nutrition with that stuff too. We was talking about that and how he try to make sure he meal prep on the road the best he can. And Chipotle is really the only thing that's healthy to eat. But you already know as an indie wrestler, man, you trying to make it happen. So that's kind of not on the list.
Yep.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you Sunday. But
oh no, yeah, I didn't see. I was just focused on the game, man. I was just focused on my match. I didn't even know she was there, bro. My bad.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, okay, I finally got to see you in action, and it's like, I like your psychology, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. I appreciate that.
So how you can explain the importance of that ring psychology? Like, it's not just wrestling; it's just getting the fan engaged in what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, you got to make everything make sense. You know, from the second you step out the curtain, you got to, be your character. You know, me personally, your man's Izaiah Zane, that's just me 24/7. I'm not a switch up. You know what I mean? I'm my gimmick, I guess you could say, 24/7. And, crowd engagement is very important. Whether the crowd's cheering you or the crowd's booing you, that's all that matters. If they're silent, you ain't doing something right. And, match psychology, you know what I mean? You just got to have them invested. You got to want it's my job to make people hate me. You know what I'm saying? And, I personally love when the crowd boos me. And if they're cheering the other guy, that's really all that matters. Now, what happened on this past Sunday with Jake St. Patrick, he got the better of me, hit me with a crazy spinning kick that hit almost knocked my lights out. But, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get the better of him one day.
Yeah, y'all did pretty good. And based on what I'm hearing when I was talking to everybody, y'all didn't know that match was going to happen until.
Oh, no. I didn't find out till about 10 minutes for the show, and that was first match. But you gotta stay ready. So
how does that work now? It's 10 minutes before showtime, and now really we got to put something together. So
I didn't really put nothing together. I just went out there trying to whoop his ass, but unfortunately, he got better than me. So it's as simple as that.
That's a good dude right now. So
basically, he was saying like, what was your mindset being able to adapt to that type of information that fast? Like, did you know that perhaps would happen, or were you caught like off guard?
I mean, in the wrestling business, stuff like that happens all the time. There's match changes. You might be, you might be told, hey, you're wrestling this guy at 1 p.m. You get told, and then the show's at 7. 6:30, hey man, stuff got changed. Switch it up. Whatever your game plan was, you got to change it. And that's just the way the wrestling business is, because there's call outs, there's people getting, other people show up to shows and they might give them an extra shot, or the booker, the promoter feels that your two styles might mix better last second. So he just threw me and Jake St. Patrick together. And, it was a quick little match. It was only like 4 or 5 minutes, but I feel like for what it was pretty good. But I'm definitely looking forward to mixing it up with him and having a much longer match one day. And best believe I'm going to get that W.
Man, hey, that's vet moves, man. I know you were saying that you were a baby earlier, a baby in it. That's like vet moves, being able to make that transition, because everybody can't handle that the mental part. Like, oh shit. So
Not
hey,
everybody
kudos
got
to
it.
your
Not
guy.
everybody's gonna last in the wrestling business.
Oh God, yeah. I've heard some stories about people in the wrestling business that thought they was ready, and then and that's another sign of respect I have for you guys because you guys just don't know. Like, I mean, you can go travel to the city, do a
Yeah.
show, and some say you don't even get paid, and you might be working in front of one or two people.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the way it is. It's all a grind at the end of the day. I mean, we're all trying to make it in this business, and like I'm gonna make it to a major promotion, whether I'm wrestling in front of 1, 2, 5, 20,000 people. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put on a show for the people, and I'm gonna make as much money as I can. And it's a tough journey. I've had shows where I made $7 a piece, but best believe I'm making sure I make sure I value myself at a high value, and I put on a show for the people so I can. At the end of the night, I'm making a lot of money.
Get some content too, and yeah,
Of course.
just keep gathering up content and just invest in your brand. I mean,
Yep.
that seems to be the stage these days. A lot of I think wrestlers back, I'll say from the 90s on back, depending on the company to push the brand. But now you guys are, depending on independent brand pushers, if you want to call it that. So as long as you can push your brand, man, that'll keep you going.
That's all that matters.
I guess we think you do a good job at that.
Yeah, it's all up to you. You are your brand, and if you ain't trying, nobody else is going to be for you.
Right.
So what's going on with the makers? Because with Russell's, they'll tell you I call them my little nephew. So how y'all hooked up?
Oh well, so what had happened was, well, I actually got Alan Russell with me right now. If y'all wanted to hear us tell a story together.
Yeah, sure, man. Why not?
Alan, come over here. Oh, he in the back. Hold on, he right here.
Hello. Yo, what's going on with you, my man? Hello.
All right. So basically, what had happened was, we're just gonna tell the story and then he's gonna get out real quick.
What are we talking about? The make it story?
Yeah, he wants to know how to make it came out. So basically, all right. So it's a long story. So basically, when we was born, we got separated at birth. We got separated at birth. Obviously they're twins, but something went wrong in the system in like the matrix, and like we somehow became out triplets. I don't really know how it happened. It's something to do with like a bunch of moms and a lot of dads. Like I don't really understand. Like I thought I came from their parents, but apparently I came from an extra mom. Like I don't really know what happened. We don't even know the full story yet. We don't know the full story.
It's pretty crazy, but at the end of the day, you just need to know that we're the Makers.
Yeah, we're the Makers. We got separated, but eventually we lost each other for 18 years. I didn't see this dude since I was born. They took me. I got stolen out the womb. They took me into a whole nother hospital. And eventually I wound up seeing him at a local school in Louisiana. And then I was like,
together.
I was like, yeah, we look alike. And I was like, bro, it's been 18 years. A famous basketball player who shall not be named stole me at birth, bro. It's crazy.
We shall not name his name.
We shall not name his name, but it's the same. So yeah.
Hey,
that's that story.
That sounds like a comic book cartoon. Y'all sitting on some money with that story, man.
Even if it's the truth.
Even if it's the truth. That y'all put together is y'all against the world, create villains.
Yeah,
it's just a little side note, Hey, that's that sound. Are you guys telling the truth, man? For real?
Yes, I can show you. I have a baby picture.
Hold on, let me get it.
Matter of fact, go get it. We have a baby picture on the Make It. If you go to the Make It Instagram account, it's pinned in the top. It's the center picture. We got a baby picture from when we were babies. Hurry up and pull up the picture.
Oh wow.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it if he can't get it. You got it? Hold on.
Wow. You hear this, Marlon?
Yeah, I can't say nothing.
I'm speechless.
Trying to get it. Hold on. Pull up. Show the picture to the camera. That's us three right there when we was kids. If you're right at the top.
Right. Oh.
That's us three when we were little, and that's us three later down the line.
Oh wow.
What?
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, bro. Well, I told you, bro. It's a long story, son. It's a long story. And if you don't believe us, if you think that picture's doctor or something, they got pictures when they were babies, and I got pictures of my babies, and best believe those 3 kids, it's the same picture. So yeah.
Wow.
And y'all still end up meeting. That's the
Of course, like I said, we all had a dream to be pro wrestlers, and that's how the Makers came about.
That's God for you right there.
We was told we wouldn't make it, and God made us. Eventually met again.
Meant to happen.
It's meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason. So it is.
That's amazing, man.
It is.
No, oh man. Well, listen, it seemed like y'all don't want to monetize it, but that's special, bro.
Of course.
That's
Oh yeah,
special.
it is.
It's a special bond that nobody got.
That's special.
Okay.
That's something I never heard of. Oh man.
Yeah. That was. Woo.
Look what the Zimbas look.
Look.
Look at it.
exactly.
They look exactly the same.
If y'all look really close.
Look at the smile difference, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry about Sean Payton in the background. Just look at that.
I know.
Exactly, bro.
We both got that little
Exactly.
smirk, you know what I mean? All right, moving on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what y'all
wait till y'all DVD come out, y'all biography.
You said what?
We'll wait till y'all biography come out. Cause I know y'all got
Yeah. We're gonna have a documentary coming out soon.
documentary. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
3
That's
of
what I'm saying. You should. That's a good ass goddamn. When I say story, not saying that it's fake, but it's a good ass story.
Oh no,
That's
it's gonna be a very
crazy,
detailed
man.
story. Y'all gonna watch the documentary. Y'all gonna get
Yeah,
emotional.
definitely.
watching it.
I'm
Watch it. I'm
interested
gonna
in
get
it. That's
you
crazy, man. I'm interested in it. I want to see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, we had time, man. We'll sit here and hit the story.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's just too much to explain. It's too much to explain at this moment. The entire story of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We
But
forgot to
that's what
start it off.
documentary is done before.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. We forgot to start it off with everything because Marlon had some technical difficulties, but happy everything to you guys. I don't,
Of course.
I just leave it up to that. Y'all all fall in. And Alan, I was telling them, man, y'all on y'all way, bro, basically, bro. And now it's different. Now, you get a chance to actually invest in your own brand and not have to depend on the company to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If the
yeah.
company do it, it's just make it even better. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
the good thing that I see for indie wrestlers as far as that, even if, a bad night is never a bad night because you end up getting content. You end up getting to reach somebody in the crowd, believe it or not, whether it's 1 or 1,000 people, And so that's a good thing within itself. And as you said, he said his first bump was a piece of cake, Marlon. So that just goes to show you, boy, it is for who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about it, yeah.
For me, I would say it was a piece of cake too, but that bit it did hurt. Like it hurt it for him, it didn't, but for me, it hurt more.
But it's not as bad as you thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for some people, if you're a wussy, then yeah, you would you'd take a bump and cry. Oh, my bad, I did not mean to call you a wussy. I'm so sorry.
Marlon, I hear a tag team match, Marlon. We want to take them on, Marlon?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we can do it. Y'all gotta make us look good now. We don't know what we're doing now.
Start a tag team match. Yeah, just let us get a couple lists. I'll take the bump. Go ahead and get me there.
And the thing I like about y'all boys, even though y'all got y'all trio, y'all are getting good individual. Y'all got y'all name individual.
Yeah, we was talking.
Yeah,
we had a segment about that, me and Marlon. We was talking about tag teams and stables and stuff, and how if they can hold their own without being in the stable or the tag team or the trio, or however it goes. So yeah, like Marlon said, that's a good thing that you're able to do that because you know what I'm saying.
I got he a singles champion right now.
Oh yeah, I'm the Love Alive Charity World Heavyweight Champion. And I got to face JTG tomorrow. Well, Saturday.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be good.
After the love drive. You know what I mean? That's the most important part is the love drive.
Oh, so
and I'll go and beat JTG after.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm safe with it. But yeah, but like I said, singles, tag team, whatever you need. Usually I let them handle their own. They let me handle my own. But at the end of the day, we all stick together. And if we need each other, we got that triplet mindset. You know what I'm saying?
When it come down to the come down.
Yep.
It's time to get down.
Isaiah, you got Malik Saturday.
Oh yeah, I got Malik both seating, 1/4, I guess.
Oh, okay.
1/3. How many? I don't know how many damn members they got in coaching. But Malik both seating.
I lost count too.
Oh yeah, I know. That's 4. But he's a very talented wrestler. We was actually supposed to face on 2 different occasions, and they got switched. Like I said,
every time we about to wrestle coach, always something.
Yeah, like I said, but in the wrestling business, stuff always gets changed. Like I said earlier, changes happen. But hopefully, as everything lines up, I'm facing Malik this Saturday, and best believe he's going to get hit with a gift of grace, and I'm going to be coming out on top. And as Pope said, as the Love Alive Charity said, they're going to be calling your man Izaiah Zane not only the present of this wrestling business, but the future.
Y'all hear that, man? And speaking of the future, what's your plans? Like, what's your short-term goals as far as now that you want to reach in the business? To give you
short-term goals. I mean, honestly, just to make a name for myself, which I feel like I'm doing right now. I have a long way to go, obviously, but if it makes sense, I have a long way to go. But if it makes sense, I'm also right there. If that makes sense, just trying to make a name for myself and get people to notice me. Matter of fact, I'll throw this in short term too, is to get signed to a major wrestling promotion. I know I'm only 2 years in, but I feel I'm ready and given the opportunity, no matter what company wants to give me a shot, I know I'm going to succeed, whether that be MLW or Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, whoever, AEW, WWE, New Japan, NWA, whoever. I just want to get signed to a major wrestling promotion because I know I'm going to make their product that much better with your man's Izaiah Zane in it.
Oh, yeah,
You already got some AEW experience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we lost because of Dale Springs.
Yeah,
but
that was Dale's fault.
It was Dale Springs' fault. But, and like I said, if it would have just been me, Allen, and Cameron.
Literally would have destroyed Dark Order.
Bro, get this, right? What dude, Dark Order?
Yeah, Dark Order.
Yeah, so one of them, kid that, I get you not, we was his last match. We pretty much put him in retirement. Straight back to the end scene.
So.
Look, they might have, and I kid you not. So this Make It's Dale Springs versus Dark Order match is actually a Mandela effect. So from what people remember is Dark Order beating us in like 2 minutes. But if you actually go back and watch the footage, the Make It's was actually beating them up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Dale, he made Cameron slip on a golf ball, which got Allen to get hit with a cutter. And then Cameron came down with his big move with Stu Grayson. And Stu Grayson, from what I learned, he was just fed up, and it was too much for the Make It's to handle, basically. So he just left AEW, and that's what happened. You actually have to go back and watch the footage.
You can say, hey, boy, you know how to tell it.
I watched the match. I know something didn't seem right. So
Oh, yeah. That's what happens. Watch. You're going to see there is a golf ball in the center, and Cameron slipped.
That slipped, and that led to that crazy finish that you saw there.
Yep. And if you watch the match back, you can go on my YouTube channel. It's actually like 10 minutes of us just beating them up the entire time. It's a Mandela effect.
It would have been 10 times better, though, if Dale wasn't there.
Yeah. It's Dale Springs' fault. Dale Springs is a good wrestler, but it's his fault.
Not good enough to give us that.
Y'all had that experience in y'all hometown. So how that felt for y'all?
It was really amazing, performing in front of like 10. What?
No, say something. I was like, can I say something afterwards?
Oh, yeah. Allen can say something. Whose interview was it?
My bad. I forgot.
Okay.
I added you in.
My bad.
Nah, but
I'm here or something.
All right, he could be in. But, I'll let him go first.
I'll say go there.
All right, my bad. All right, we're being unprofessional. All right, so like basically, it was a really cool experience, wrestling in Louisiana, our hometown, in front of like 10,000 people or whatever it was. That's something I've been wanting since I was a little kid, since I wanted to be wrestling. When I was little, when I was 13, AEW wasn't the thing yet. The biggest crowd that drew that much was like TNA and WWE. But now, of course, AEW came around, and I got the opportunity to have a match in front of like 10,000 people on AEW Dark Elevation, and it was an amazing opportunity that I thank God every day. The fact that I got to do it with my boy Allen and Cameron, like I said, they're my brothers, they're my best friends, and I honestly couldn't imagine having this journey without them, because it would be really weird, like if I didn't, connect with them and everything, and I was just doing this by myself. But everything is meant to be how it is, and he can tell you his side.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. So like, you remember that school that Izzy said that he was at? That they treated well. Did you say you treated? Well, pretty much.
I just said out. No, I didn't say out.
Okay, so the school, there was some crazy stuff going on. We got told that we would never ever make it in the business. You know what I'm saying? And so one of those days we got to do security work for Ring of Honor, and in that building, I promised myself, and I promised we all promised each other though, that we would wrestle in this building one day. So then fast forward 2 years later, we're wrestling in that building in front of my entire family and everybody, and like just walking out, and then like it was like a few specks of people, but you hear people saying Izaiah Zane, Alan Russell, Cameron Russell, the Russell, all that stuff. Just hearing that was just like, it was amazing. And then when I got there, when I got in the ring, I just knew it was time. It was game time, and all the nerves that I had out the window. That was not such a thing. I felt at home. So it felt like straight at home. It felt like I belonged there. Like the moment I've been waiting for all my life.
Yeah.
And so that moment there, after being told we would never ever make it in this business or never ever be able to wrestle in an arena like that, you know what I mean? To wrestle there specifically was just amazing, like I said. Yeah. And one of these days we will main event that arena. and hopefully the Superdome as well. So we'll see.
We will.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you see your
So
words
that
coming
was the
in
biggest
existence.
crowd y'all had. Y'all ever performed in front of?
Oh yeah, that was
yeah.
like 10,000 people.
Yeah, that was a lot of people. I was looking.
Hey,
like,
but that's
God.
crazy. That's crazy that you said that, Alan, in the way you brought that, because I wanted to know how he felt, like how his mindset, like what was your mindset being on the stage with basically the same thing with Alan. Like, what was your thoughts? Like,
Yeah,
how you
I was
felt?
actually before we went out. So I was hyped the whole night. As soon as I found out that match, I was like,
That boy has asked some boo questions, bro.
no, listen. No. In the beginning, I was hyped. I was like, oh, cool, we facing Dark Order. I was like, cool. We got picked out of all these people. I'm gonna kill it. I'm getting my opportunity. There's like 30 minutes. They tell us. I think we're like second or third match on the dark tapings, and I was like, yo, I get kind of nervous, man. I was like, yo, I don't know. I was like, I was starting to shake a little bit.
I don't understand this dude. Every time we're like, he's nervous, he'd be like, he just forget everything. Like, God forbid your friend.
Shut up. No.
So it's like, beforehand, they're like, we need y'all to stand in this order here, right here, okay? So y'all four just stand in this order. And he's like, yo, so which order do we stand in? Do I stand over here? We're like, no, you stand over here. Like, oh,
we actually stood in the wrong order.
We did.
So if you notice, if you look at the nameplate and also the poster that they made for us, all of our names are backwards because we stood in the opposite line that they told us to do.
And
we did not hear our name. If you notice, while we was looking, I was looking confused.
Yeah.
They was just looking all serious, like his golf self always is. Alan Cameron was just chilling, I guess.
We had this fire ass pose ready. We was ready.
Boy, we was gonna hit this beautiful pose. You know the Maker's pose that we hit when I slide through the legs and they hit that little all that stuff. Yeah, Dale was gonna place his golf ball and hit it while we hit our pose. It was gonna be the most amazing pose ever. But we did not hear the ring announcer, so I don't know what happened.
All of a sudden the bell rung and then Izzy talking about, oh, what? Like, and then what's her name? The
referee was like, get out, get it.
Like,
I was just excited, but like I said, best believe, give me another opportunity. I'm gonna kill that easily.
For sure. Same here, yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Because I know when you work so hard and then you get some spotlight like that, that's nothing but motivation, man. So I know like the mindset had to be crazy. I would goosebumps sometimes. I'll be the same way. You know it, but you don't know it. You know it, but you don't know. I'll be the same way, bro. Same.
Yeah,
thing.
they were there, but once the match started, it all went away.
It
all went away.
We was ready.
So Izaiah, 2023, give me 5 opponents you want this year. You want to have matches with this.
5 opponents: Leo Rush, Chris Bay, Fuego del Sol, Ace Austin, and Sammy Guevara.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's
I can see that Leo Rush now.
Oh yeah, Leo can go. That boy fast.
Yeah,
I don't have all that amateur wrestling experience, but those are matches I've been wanting for a while, and I feel like I'm not far from it. And throw me in a match with him. Don't get me wrong, I'll be nervous going in, but once the match starts, I'll be confident and I'll be ready, and I'm gonna put on a banger for the people.
So you the type is it when the match starts, you get to going and it's all going, or you got to take that first hit?
Nah, it's gone as soon as I walk to the curtain. As soon as the music hit.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So is you full time? You full time all Caribbean? You gonna be in South Florida more often?
Whenever all Caribbean wrestling got shows, we're gonna have shows. I don't know how often they're gonna have shows right now, but as of right now, we're committed to being there. I think they said the first Sunday of every month. So all of our bookings right now, all of our shows are on like Friday and Saturday. We don't have anything on Sundays right now. So as of right now, I'm full time on all Caribbean wrestling. So yes.
Oh, ACW, man, that's going about to be this. I don't know.
It's gonna blow up.
I like it.
It's like that's a dream roster over there, and then y'all guys over there too. So I'm already supporting the vision.
Appreciate you.
But I was mad as hell that the two wrestlers they lost to New Nation. I mean,
they obviously cheated. So
I seen it. I saw it.
Yeah, so
I seen it. I was cussing the ref out. So yeah,
I saw you. but we it's fine. We're the longest reigning champions. We had it for like 2 years and 175 days.
So, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Kudos to that.
Yeah. So eventually, I mean, whenever it's time, whenever we feel it's right, we will be back and we will be getting our titles back. Simple as that.
There you go.
Okay,
It's
good.
good. You gonna give him his Mount Rushmore?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was coming. The Mount Rushmore, Izaiah.
Who's my Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Yes, sir.
I throw John Cena in there, number one. This is gonna be such a generic. Okay, is this like Mount Rushmore of like who I think is the 4 best or my 4 favorite?
Let's do both.
All right. I would say 4 for who led the way we are today would be John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, and I guess I'll throw Hulk Hogan in there. But 4 of my favorites, hey, I'm sorry if it's, you know,
I got a whole episode about Hulk Hogan, but we ain't. That's
Look,
that's
I
for
ain't got
another
nothing to
day.
do with
So,
that.
You be hating on Hogan, man.
Yeah.
You can't hate on the Hulk.
Despite what Hulk Hogan said,
Yeah,
he paved the way for guys like
Yes, I'm
that's
telling
it.
you, man.
Yeah, that part there, but yeah, he was overrated as hell. But
Hogan created the brand.
but
Made that brand
for my
important.
favorites, I'll say John Cena number 1,
okay,
Kofi Kingston number 2, Daniel Bryan number 3,
Okay.
number 4. Shoot, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. I just know John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and Kofi Kingston was the guys that got me into professional wrestling. And without seeing them, I don't know if I'd be as into it as I was today.
yeah. So I know you lost your mind during Kofi Mania.
Oh yeah, I was losing. I cried when he won the title. That was an emotional moment. That was an emotional moment, for real.
How you feel when they tried him?
Yeah, the storyline, the way how he was, it was just so real. Like there was nothing fake about it. You know what I'm saying? It was all real. All the emotions, everything was just, it was the way it was supposed to be, and he definitely earned that.
That's what I said. How you felt? How he lost the belt?
I did not like the way he lost the belt. I think it was
That's
some
crazy,
BS.
right? Oh
I
my
think
God.
it was some BS. You know.
Did he fuck
Brock
the
had
wife?
To do his thing,
He fucked somebody's wife? Oh my God. This straight embarrassing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, Brock beat him. Brock beat him in like 8 seconds. You know what I mean? But I mean, Brock Lesnar's a tough dude.
Yeah, but
I went to go use the bathroom and came back and it was over.
Yeah, it was it was literally like 8 seconds.
I said, yeah. And then he lost it and to go back to tag team like nothing happened. I'm like, God damn, you ain't rematching nothing. He then went back to tag team and like it was nothing. Like, God damn, we don't get a rematch.
Ridiculous. I was punching the air. I was so mad that night. It was something. I don't know. But it is what it is. Yeah. I think he should get another shot at it. His run wasn't amazing, but the moment was really what it was all about. I do wish he would have had a better run, but Kofi Kingston at the end of the day is one of the best professional wrestlers in the entire world. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, Marlon.
All right. Well, we're running out of time, but real quick, let everybody know your info, where to reach you. If you got any merchandise, so we can
All right. So real quick, so you can follow me. You can go to my Linktree if you don't want me to name all these social media separately, but I'm gonna do it anyway so you guys can hear.
Yeah,
you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at Izaiah Zane. Facebook is like you can look me up, but if you're not wrestling in the business, don't friend request me. And then merchandise, you can go to teespring.com/store/the-make-its. Go to my link tree to see all my social medias. And most importantly, besides all that, forget about that. Please donate to the Love Alive charity. We got a show coming up on Saturday. It's Elijah Burke's charity. And, I'm very excited to be a part of it for my 4th time, I think it is. And, we just give food and clothes and stuff to the homeless and everything like that for the less fortunate. And they put on a wrestling show where, like I said, Alan's going to be defending his title against JTG. I'm going to be going against 𝕾𝕐𝕾. My boy Cameron actually got a match with the Pope Elijah Burke. All right, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but like I said, donate to the Love Alive charity. Subscribe to your man's Izaiah Zane on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys for having me.